Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about brushes because I've gotten a lot of questions about that. My son is here keeping me company. But essentially we're going to be talking about all of my favorite brushes while getting ready because I need to go soon. So let's chat. So for foundation, I generally prefer denser brushes for foundations. This is an exception. This is like a really thin wake make brush that applies in really nice sheer layers. I'll show you what it looks like. Otherwise, I really do love these two. This one is from Laura Mercier and this one is from Chanel. So just taking my favorite foundation as of late, I'm just gonna show you how this one applies. Applies in really nice sheer layers, which you can later blend with a beauty blender or a brush if you want a sheer application. And I really love a brush like this to kind of blend it out. I love that it's triangle shaped. You can get right here, for example. I also just like to apply directly. And I'm just going to show you what this brush looks like.
Goodbye.
And that's what my foundation looks like after using these brushes. For the Chanel brush, I actually really like the shape of it. I actually use it to blend out my concealer as well. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of concealer. This brush I actually really love for concealer. I find that it's small enough and dense enough for a precise application. If I don't need to be too precise, I'll just use the same foundation, Chanel foundation brush that I used before. This Mary Phillips brush is also really nice for concealer, also contour application. It's a dual-ended brush. This top brush is really nice and slim. And then we have a fluffier end here, which is really nice for blending. I also forgot to mention this Westman Concealer Baby Blender brush is really nice for concealer as well. Just gonna do my brows really quick. Okay, I'm gonna add some contour. For contour, blush, bronzer, this is by far my favorite brush to use. I've been using it for probably over a year and I have 3 of these brushes. It's a dual-ended brush, as you can see. I really love this brush for blending. And for areas where I need a little bit more precision for blending, I like the smaller end. This foundation brush that I used earlier, this Laura Mercier one, this is actually also really good for blending out bronzer, blush, contour. Just adding some bronzer. I also really love this Chanel brush for blush. It's a little bit smaller than the Save dual-sided brush, but again, it's nice and dense. For powders, I have a few different options. It all just depends on what kind of powder I'm using or what kind of targeting I'm doing. So if I'm really just trying to target certain areas of oiliness, I like a denser brush. Something like this Westman Atelier brush or this Westman Atelier brush. If I'm just putting like a sheer layer of powder pretty diffusely over my face, then these two work really well. So if I just want to add like a little bit of powder just on, for example, T-zone, under my eyes, under my nose, then I like using dense brushes like these, like flat dense brushes. Or if I'm using a denser powder, I can pick up with a more diffuse brush and just sweep it over my face like so. Sorry, interrupting, just to add some mascara. I almost forgot. These Chanel brushes are absolutely incredible. They're dual-ended and they're perfect for traveling. This is a concealer brush, which I forgot to show. This end is more of a flat brush, and this end, which I showed before, is more of a diffuse blending brush. And I love how it closes just to protect the brush. Like you just pull it out like this, and then you close it like this. Okay, for eyes, there are a couple of different brushes that I like to use. This is the very stereotypical MAC eyeshadow brush. I'll use this brush for just about anything. It's really great for just applying a unified base or even blending into the outer corners if you want to add intensity. Chanel also has a dual-ended brush for eyes. This is like a denser blending edge. And this is more of a pointed tip for really localized, targeted application. And then I can blend out with this side. This Chanel eyeshadow brush is also really nice for blending, just to soften up edges or even eyeshadow application. This brush is dirty, but I really love it for the lower waterline. And I like it for also smudging eyeliner. If I need even more precision, this Merit dual-sided brush is really, really lovely also for eyeshadow. Look how small this one tip is. It's so good for any like really precise blending you need to do. And then this end is also really nice for blending eyeshadow. This angled brush is so useful. I really like it for like dragging out any eyeliner or even blending eyeliner, drawing aegyosal, for example. Taking your contour shade with this angled brush, just tracing the aegyosal. And when you're done, take the brush, go in with like a lighter concealer shade. Just add some lightness at the center of the aegyosal. And I know this doesn't look fantastic, but once you blend it out, I think it looks really nice. To blend it out, I'm just going back in with this Say dual-ended brush. I'm just blending it ever so slightly so it looks a lot more natural. Also, with this Say dual-ended brush, I know I used it for pretty much everything in this makeup look, but this tip really great for like powder highlighters, for example. One last eyeshadow brush is this Westman Atelier blending brush. Really great for blending out eyeliner, smudging, just precise application kind of stuff. If I'm contouring around my lips to give the Nina Park lip effect, this eyeshadow brush that I shared earlier that I like to use for like my lower waterline, fantastic. Alternatively, if I'm just blending out my lipstick or lip liner or whatever, these two brushes are my favorite by far. This is a Chanel lip brush. Really, really nice for blending out lip liner. And this is another Chanel dual-sided brush. This is one side of it, it's a rounded tip, and then the other side is more of an angled tip. I love me a dual-sided brush. They're so much easier to travel with, so when Eric and I head to Asia again with the kids this fall, you can bet that these will be in my makeup kit. Just really gonna quickly finish off this makeup. And honestly, when I'm on the go, I just draw my lip really, really messily and then I correct with the brush. It just makes the process so much easier for me. And final step, just adding some lipstick. I like a pop of red, which looks so nice with this kind of color combo. I think that just about covers all of my favorite brushes. If you guys have any questions about them or want to chat, let me know in the comments and I'll get right back to you as always. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!